Hello, everybody. My name is the US Hybrid, and today we are playing the Stanley Parable. Now, this game is really unique. I don't know how. Oh, sorry. I don't know how to explain it. So we're just gonna go right in and start. There is a little intro at the beginning, so I'm gonna be quiet during that. But if this ever loads, we will get started. The end is never. The end is never. The end is loading. Nah. And. Nend. They were trying to form these words and the words together, but it just didn't work out. So, oh.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, we're back, and I'm about to go find out what happened.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I want to open one of these doors.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor
Oh my
did it
God.
advance the story in any way.
Alright, I'm gonna keep spamming one of these doors. See if I can knock one down. Let me in, or I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down. Okay, what about this door? Let me in, little piggy, little piggy. Let me in, little piggy. Oh, okay. Oh, none of these work, so we'll just go. Man, these people don't have the decency to turn off their monitors. Don't you know you're wasting electricity? How dare you? How dare you? Close doors behind me.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Could I just sit here? Is that an option? Could I just live with this flower forever? It's okay, Mr. Flower. We'll be together forever. Or could I read these papers and organize? Could I close one of these doors? Could I go through the middle, like platform 9 3/4? Could I jump out the window? No. Okay, I have to pick. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by his toe. If he hollers, make him pay $50 every day. My mom picked you. I'll do the right thing. My mommy would want me to do the right thing. I love you, mommy. I'll do the right thing.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Have solved a dispute with a coworker, let a ball up inside you, take it out passively, aggressively on other coworkers, and resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Okay. Targets. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Ongoing. Oh wow. An ongoing problem. Marketing Mondays. Termination Tuesdays. We're broke Wednesdays. Financial panic meeting. This sounds like a very organized company. Number of slides on this slide. Slides, charts, and slides. Rate at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. These guys didn't really... These don't really... Oh my gosh. Who? Chris? Chris, you need to come out. Hey, Chris. Oh.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Can't believe it. Chris is gone. They said it was
Coming to a
ongoing.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him, and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it
I'd
would be
forgotten
another
the combo.
split incredibly by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad.
I'm sorry, I got
Stanley
it right.
happened to
I got it
input the
right.
correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
That's because I
He
am
stepped
amazing.
into the newly opened passageway.
I am the amazing Stanley. Cower in fear as I press random buttons. And I'm going deeper and deeper into a darkened abyss where I will soon meet my demise. Or Taco Tuesday.
Descending
Or
deeper
my
into the
coworkers.
building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself,
Gosh, my mouse.
to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Mind control facility, escape. Mind control escape. Yep, we're escaping. Don't want to go there.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall,
Yeah.
Stanley would meet his violent death.
Okay, no, we're not doing that. Yep, we're going back. We're going back. We're good. It's okay. I'm okay. I'm good with not dying today.
But of course,
that's okay.
Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Yep, totally. I have way too much to live for. Like hitting this button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I don't know. Do I? Am I strong enough? Am I like Captain America?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in
Which
this
one am I?
place where freedom meant nothing.
That looks like my office right there, straight ahead. Is that me? Is that me? Is that my office? You see it right there? 427, that is me. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
This mind control facility,
That guy
it was
got
too
fired.
horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Oh my gosh. Was it?
No.
No.
He refused to believe it. He
Refused.
couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it?
Yes.
Was it even possible?
No.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Possibly.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content.
But
Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
do you guys like my song? I'm playing all these buttons. They make music. Look. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. More buttons. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Buttons. Buttons. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Forget the mind control facility. I like the buttons. Boop, 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 boop. No, it won't let me press the big button. Boop, 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 boop. It won't work. Boop, boop. These buttons don't work either. Whoa. Boop, boop, boop. Buttons. Look, it's buttons.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Should I turn it on? Or should I turn it off? On, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. We'll turn it off. Well, that was a stupid idea. Now I can't see nothing. Hey, what's that? What is that? What's going on?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Yeah?
Was it over?
I don't know.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Is that the sky?
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Aww.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Let it go.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Aww.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
Well, let this thing finish.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin,
I can't
the
move
feeling
my head.
of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
I'm not controlling this.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Stanley was happy. Oh, Stanley, you're happy. I'm so happy. Stanley. That was a nice ending. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave the episode here. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please like, leave a comment, subscribe. Anything is appreciated. Let me know if you like this series and if you want to see more. I'm probably gonna record a little more anyways because I'm really enjoying this game, and I know there's tons and tons of endings. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.